Hello. Hello. What is going on? Now, I know that today is usually Metroid Prime. But I actually wanted to make up for the fact that we didn't finish up the Wright story that we were supposed to finish up last Wednesday because of being so tired. So here we are. We are going to finish this up today. And unfortunately, I still have to go into work early again today because coworker is still out of the country. So I will be leaving at 7:30 again. But that's okay. We should still be able to finish up at least this part of the story and get on to the next bit. Feel like we've been in this section for quite some time. So, without further ado, let's do the do. Let's see. Mic and gameplay. Okay, good. Turn this down here just a little bit. All right. I think we're good. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? Maya?
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow! Get going, Nick!
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we've got no time to waste.
Let's see. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Hey, Space, how are you?
Hey!
Huh. Which means the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
What?
Huh. Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia's here.
Go ahead, little girl. Go ahead.
So no.
You know. Not wanting to go to work, but here we are.
So no. I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP?
WP. Powers. Right. I don't think there's anything to examine. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. And I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. This'll just be like the same old stuff, probably. So let us move to the detention center. October 19th, detention center, visitors room. Mr. Wright, you did well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count.
Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright. Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why's that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors, anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Let's see. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. Smile for the camera. No clues here. Alright. Move to studio main gate. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. Still too hot. Yeah, you're telling me.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted.
You eat, you die.
She's alive.
I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Huh? Why would anybody like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. All right. Let's move. Let's go to the employee area. October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
No. No touching. Eh! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I had the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Wow! Neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe? What are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth!
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yup, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Let's go to the dressing room.
Oh, hi. Hello.
What are you doing here?
I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? But WP's innocent!
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai.
What? No!
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too!
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Ms. Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she'd said, apparently.
Some dirt. What dirt?
Dirt. You know. Bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set to the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What do I want to show her? This.
What's this?
This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Neither do I, Nick.
Funny. Funny that. I don't either. Oops. Let's try that again. This. So. Okay, maybe the sleeping pills. Nope. Alright. We'll get at one of these millennia.
And this is...
A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me, what is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding? Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I could tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But if it was an accident, right? It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know?
Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Anything new to examine? Box of snacks. Completely empty. Suits among costumes. This must be his own clothes. Array of cosmetics. Anything in the bag? Power's bag.
Put all of WP's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come pick them up, right?
I'm sure he'll come, yeah. Looks like someone was sleeping here.
Oh, sorry. I haven't cleaned up there yet.
And it's locked. Guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. Alright, let us go talk to Ms. Oldbag.
What are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you just take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Huh? Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nicholas. Nichols.
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh,
right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during the filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. What was it? No, that wasn't it. Was it? What was it? Was it this?
What's that supposed to prove? That means nothing to me.
Let me see. Was it this? No. Yo, Ratter, what proof do I have? Also,
Oh, shit! All right!
what proof do I have that Powers or Hammer stole Powers' costume? This? Okay, let's see. Damn it. It's, I have the autopsy, the photo, which I know isn't the thing, the guide map isn't the thing, the samurai spear isn't the thing, Mr. Monkey's head, the scrapbook is not the thing, the camera is not the thing, the steak plate, and the sleeping pill bottle. I'm gonna say the monkey head. Nope. I guess there's really no, punishment here. Autopsy? Nope. It's gonna be one of these things. I know that I have proof, but I'm not really sure what proof she's looking for. I tried the monkey head. What about this? Oh, it's the sleeping pills, apparently. Okay. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
Ah! I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Ms. Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became forced to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight. Oh,
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
How did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Let's go take a look at that gate now, I guess.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer?
Let's go to Studio 2 and find out. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick! It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh.
Huh?
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh, dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it.
Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Alright, let's go to the trailer. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Let us examine. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They got some figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Old movie poster.
Oh my God! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to the fame and fortune! Mr. Hammers was a very accomplished singer, you know.
Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? Let's see, they're just going to comment on that. Just some crumpled documents. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Let's see. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Yada do 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 do. I guess that's it. Let's examine around here. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too?
Something wrong?
I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling.
Something about this just feels...
Something about this just feels odd. You know?
Can't say that I do. I wonder if they gave the wrong person the sleeping pills. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Because I have nothing else to show. There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Why, yes. In fact, you could say that it's dangerous enough to kill. Ooh. Excuse me. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Shoot-it-do. These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. They might as well be a junkyard.
I wonder, can I make the... I can't. Damn. I was hoping that I could, like, make the cursor move faster. But it does not look like I can. There's a big 2 painted here. So this is the number in Cody's photograph. And to think, if he hadn't brought that photograph in...
Don't get all teary-eyed yet.
Yeah, I already looked at the fence. Let's look at... Nope. Nope. Looks like that's it. Nothing else here. Let's go outside. Let's take a look in... Oh, I can't even go in Studio 1 anymore. Shoot-it-do. How about we go back to the detention center? No. Let's present him with... Oh, you know what? You know what? Outside Studio 1. Outside Studio 2. And here. Here you go, lady. Could you possibly take a look at this?
Look at this graph.
She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Ms. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
That trailer there? Let's go in. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Ms. Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing the kids show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that was it, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What could it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt. No? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Well. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued. Alright, give me just a second. I gotta go pee-pees. I will be right back for the thrilling conclusion. 1 second. All right, back to it. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Piece of cards. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case.
Oh my god. Trinket and Dennis are staring at each other. They're like laying down face to face. She's trying to not make eye contact. She is slowly, like, growling, like, kind of like a creaking of a gate. Let me see if I can get a picture of this. Alright, I posted it in the Discord for anyone who's interested. Dennis wants to be friends so bad.
He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Ms. Vasquez.
Please, give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 p.m. sharp. It ended at 4 p.m. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Excuse you. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with the monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Let's see. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Huh. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 p.m. sharp. It ended at 4 p.m. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk about that a bit.
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please, stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No.
The meeting ended at 4 p.m. and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 p.m. I would think it was between those times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? Yeah, you have officially arrived. And I have found a way to make streaming more bearable. I have put up a barricade around the tables so no dogs may enter. It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright.
Oops! It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table. Lawyers always got to hit a desk. And then literally the judge has to slam the gavel on the podium, so there's always desk hitting in the courtroom. Hitting desk is most required. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed the murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak...
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kinda wish she had said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Let's see. She's starting over again. I was fatigued. I had Sal take me. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks. Do I have proof of that? Block the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m. 2:15 and 4 p.m. Little before noon, ended at 4, 2:15 and 4 p.m. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks. It's funny, there was then one viral clip of a judge who had a defendant just droning on and on trying to talk over the judge, and he slammed his gavel and said, "Wow, haven't used that in years." He said something about wanting evidence of her not eating, anything to do with that. I drove in the van. Where was the van? Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Was it by Studio 2 or 1, or did we ever see it? It was by Studio 2. Okay. Meeting began. There was a rehearsal, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Okay, whoops. Sal took her to Studio 1. I'm trying to find that exact thing. Whoop. This would be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. This? The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. God damn it. I'm not really understanding. Was there witness statements about who was at the rehearsal? No one mentioned her being there. There are no witness statements. I want to say that it has something to do with the damn monkey head. Well, it wouldn't let me, well, now it will. Whatever. Alright. That's,
listen to specifics of what they're saying during the press action or whatever.
okay. Da. Rather either come on screen or get off screen, pick one. You are kind of just like wiggling in and out of the thing.
Okay, so Sal, from what I remember, said that he brought his with him. It wasn't like brought to them there.
There is absolutely nothing here that would denote anything about the damn stakes. The only thing that we have is proof that Powers was drugged.
Nice scroll through.
Hey!
You're gonna choose Studio One after the meeting in the trailer. Wait, after the meeting?
Yeah, because the rehearsal was at 5. The meeting ended at 4.
So she entered the trailer in Studio 2 a little before noon. Meeting began at noon, ended at 4.
No!
Stop! No. Stop! She doesn't want you near her. That doesn't mean bark at her. One's critiques have had Sal take her in the van. 15-minute break in the I mean, this happened at 2:30.
I'm getting like Danganronpa vibes of like,
Yeah, I don't remember what they want.
I don't know what they want me to submit where. I know
Go
that
to the save screen and it'll tell me exactly which act we're in or whatever.
it's Act 3. Episode
Learn about Samurai, Final Day.
Hold on, we gotta cheat. Go away. Leave her alone.
Present the steak plate on the 6th one.
Hey! Take these guys outside. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. But this isn't their steak plate.
Apparently, that's what it's all about.
Okay.
You choose you didn't eat the steak from the options. If you chose you ate the bone too or you ate the boneless steak, you'll be embarrassed. So choose
All right.
didn't eat the steak.
Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Hey, Claire.
Welcome.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. been taking your meds. Good to hear. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Save scumming. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I guess it would be that the shaft with the duct tape. Oh, you know what? Doesn't this... Spear, yes. Whoop, I made myself bleed. Dupes. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oh, that was Vasquez again. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Whoops. Shit. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon, then.
The van! Look at this photo.
What's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order in this trial, will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with our current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying...
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like that, just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
In a vehicular manner. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Sure. Of course Salmonella is to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that all alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Well, no one knows what to say. And that's it. So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost something like that?
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you! You killed Jack Hammer!
Who can say?
I like that they allow smoking in the courtroom.
Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? What?
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now?
You did it. Or should you testify again? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify? Again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn! Come so far, only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear the testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed, verily I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth.
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she'll surely falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
What time was that? We were to meet at 5 p.m. for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Hold off. I better leave this one be. I'm sure she'd see through anything I had to throw at her anyways. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? A power nap. So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. I'll hold off. I immediately called the police. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence.
Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated. Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Back off. I'll hold back. Yeah. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. I'm gonna press harder on that one. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think! Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Order! Order!
Why did she know there was a murder before going to rehearsal?
Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. Kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
You have to find something to peg on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
I was with Sal, assistant, immediately called the police, security lady, he did it, asked to be left out of the proceedings, went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured.
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It wasn't. It was Will Powers.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending.
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me.
That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Let's see. You saw Hammer limping. Or you heard Mr. Manella wrong? Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. Holy hell, I just realized you can use Stable Diffusion to make custom brushes for art programs like Krita and Photoshop. AI isn't replacing artists, It's giving them God mode. Nice. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah,
And when was he doing this?
well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Call Dennis, please. Yeah, so what that means is, say you need a brush to do like different types of leaves, you can enter a prompt and have it generate 100 different textures for leaves, all tiling. Wow. Jesus Christ. 100 different textures for leaves. Wow.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive.
Why would she have killed the victim?
If there's a reason, it's unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Which people who sell textures basically won't have a product to sell anymore, but can you imagine how much time and money this will save every artist?
Very true.
Can I prove it? I think I can. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as Ms. Vasquez's motive to the murder. This. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Ms. Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Hush. Please call Dennis.
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Reveal evidence. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. The van! Jesus, I don't know. What should I do, Ratter? Is it the scrapbook? Is there like a photo? The Powers photo? This one? Alright, we'll try it. This is my proof.
And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer.
I'd say all it proves is the defense attorney has lost his marbles.
I'm gonna say she didn't have a motive and see what happens. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. That's it. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Oh, because she had the blackmail on him. Okay.
What?
Your Honor! Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She snapped her little thingy. Uh-oh, I accidentally snapped the thingy. So you did it. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please, try to remain calm. Oh, you know what? It's manual, isn't it? Because it's manual power? Whatever. How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him! Miss Vasquez! No! Diff guy? Oh. Please, please don't die. Please. I have no idea who any of those characters were supposed to be. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Yes, I know, but I couldn't like discern which character was which, so I was just kind of like grasping at straws.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty.
Look at that posturing.
Well, that is all. This court is adjourned.
October 20th, 1:12 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Show evidence? This is what I think. Mr. Hammers wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star, once. But he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume and... Is something wrong?
No! Of course not! Ah! Nick! Edgeworth!
Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk.
What? That was too bad. That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar.
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty. And gay.
He loves Phoenix. Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way.
It would have been rather if I had, it would have been better. It would have been ratter. That is the fan theory.
You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't you ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if! They're rivals! Rivals! Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do you get that feeling? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
That is a mystery for another day. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making the kids' show again. Pink Princess.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great the WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. The end. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. How come this one is also Turnabout? Whatever. Woo! One more trial down. All right. Just in time, too. That is going to do it for today. I got to go do, I guess, work things. So we will see you guys on Friday for more Fallout 4. Monday for more Rain Code. And then Wednesday, I guess we'll be continuing Phoenix Wright. And then the Wednesday after that, we will continue Metroid Prime. Just wanted to catch up with this since I skipped out on it last time. But thank you guys for joining me on this super fun adventure, making the Steel Samurai rise to justice once again.
He is supreme. He is the Steel Samurai.
All right. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you later.